The state of sales. Where are we? What should we be focusing on? What's not working? Today, I'm going to dive into Salesforce State of Sales report and give you several things, 3 specifically, that I glean should be very important for all of us as sellers. Check it out. Hey, everyone. Welcome to another great episode of the Sales Evangelist Podcast. I'm your host, Donald C. Kelly, the Sales Evangelist, and I'm so excited for another great episode. I'm so excited to be here with you today. And on this episode, we're going to dive into Salesforce State of Sales. If this is your first time listening to our show, I want to tell you the show is designed to do 2 things. 1, help you to build pipe, and 2, help you to close or increase your velocity of that deal going through your pipeline faster. We want to give you everything that we've learned, we continue to learn, that can help you to have that advantage. So if you like that, go ahead and subscribe. Also, make sure tell somebody else about the podcast. Today, I want to dive into the State of Sales report by Salesforce. They put this together every year, and it's or every couple of years. But they research, and obviously they have a large footprint, right, in the sales arena. And because of that, a lot of people know them. And they interviewed and did surveys. I think it was over 5,000 sales professionals, and they were able to, or sellers in general. So you have some sales leaders in there, but they were able to glean some really rich information. This is not just stuff for the United States. This is global. So it's very fascinating. So if you want to get this report, you can go down in the show notes. You can click on it and get the State of Sales report. But before that, though, here are 3 things that I want to point out that you should be aware of. I find these to be these are just critical stuff. The first one is 89% of teams currently use partners. 89% of teams currently use partners, and 58% expect within a year. Now, why is this so important? It is harder and harder to get in contact with a prospect. They're being bombarded, whether it's by LinkedIn, whether it's by phone, whether it's by email. They're getting information from everywhere. So it's oversaturation of information and outreach. Now, when you talk about the email side, you and I both know we just delete a lot more emails than we even read or respond to. The buyers that are with the sellers, the reason why partners, I feel, are working so well is because you're getting a direct introduction inside of an organization. Let's say, for instance, that I sell, in my case, sales training, and you, for instance, maybe do leadership development. It would be great for us to partner together because I could introduce you to some of my clients. Vice versa, you can introduce me to some of your clients. Your clients already love you. They know you. They trust you. So if you recommend someone, there's a high chance that they're going to go with that person rather than to get that 50,000 emails or go do the research to go find other companies. So this is why I think partner deals are on the rise. And obviously, this is going to be a common trend you're going to see. Is that because of the economy the way it is, buyers are so leery about spending. So when they're not spending as much, when they do, they want to maximize their output. And it's the same thing we saw in this report, that buyers they're looking to get as much yield from everything, maximize the value from everything, every single offering they have before they make an investment. So they're being cautious. If they're being cautious and if they need stuff, it would be so much easier to get with companies or with a partner that already have, or to go with the trusted source. So therefore, partners are just so very important. But I saw that number, and it was really interesting that it's so high. 89% right now, and then 58% of expect to do it in the next year. Crazy numbers. The next thing I want to point out is that one-off sales are taking a backseat to reoccurring selling. More and more organizations are looking to maximize, so this is a sales organization, looking to maximize the revenue that they can take. And if you're doing that, one of the best ways to do that is through reoccurring revenue. They're going to pay every single month. Even in our organization, we've done changes where we're not necessarily doing a lot of one-off sale. We're looking for ways to be able to do more of those reoccurring opportunities. And I mean, there's so many. I don't need to go into reasons why this is so. More people are going to this model. It just makes sense. But it's fascinating that that's leading right now. So when it comes to you and your sales approach as an individual contributor, maybe, for instance, are there softwares? I mean, if you're looking for a new company, are there companies out there that offer recurring revenue you can go for? And I'm not saying like the one-off sale are not going to be critical, but if you're a sales leader, you're listening to this call, you're listening to this episode, I would tell you, look for ways to be able to maximize recurring revenue, but then also you can upsell those individuals that you might have in your one-off sale, or maybe upsell them to individual sale items that you might have. But it's just interesting to see that, and this numbers come back, that 42% of the recurring revenue is 42% of the as a revenue source. Right after that is upsell and cross-sell. at 31%. 28% is one-off sales. So one-off sales it's dropping down. We are not using that model as much anymore. And then obviously dividends and investments are 26%. So most of our revenue are coming from reoccurring revenue. Look for ways to maximize that and to help your team to be able to utilize it more. And then a final one that I want to point out too, and you can go back into the report and read it, but personalization. Buyers just don't like your emails. Seriously, 86% of business buyers say that they're more likely to buy when their goals are understood. Now, 59% of business buyers, so almost 60% of them say most sales reps don't take time to understand their goals. So the personalization idea here is not so much as I saw that you went to Wharton School of Business, or I saw that you live in Miami. That's dumb stuff, right? What they're trying to look at is, can you identify ways that my business can improve? Do you understand the struggles that I'm going through? Do you get me? Do you feel my pain? Do you see the issues that I'm coming up on a day-to-day basis? And if so, can you then give me some help with that particular thing? And that's where relevance come in. So if you're trying to look for more, my tip to you, if you're going to be more effective at personalization, look for ways that you can personalize around the relevant challenge that people are facing rather than about the school they go to. I'd love to hear your insights. There's so much in this. I could go on for days with all of these different insights. They have stuff about AI in this report, productivity and how that's lagging. It still comes back that only 30% of our time is selling, which is still fascinating. We have tools, AI tools that actually be able to help us, but that's one of the reports that's in here. Only 30% of our time is still selling. We need to improve that, right? But anyways, there's so many great things in this report. I highly recommend you check it out. There's a link down below for the state of sales. Please, please, please check it out. If you're looking for ways to improve your sales and you want to join our sales mastermind, go ahead and let me know. Or you can go to thesalesevangelist.com/mastermind. We also have a LinkedIn prospecting course, and our promise is that when you go through this course, we'll help you to generate at least 3 appointments per week from LinkedIn. No fluff, no cap on that, right? Go ahead and find all the details. You can see the link in the show notes, but it's thesalesevangelist.com/LinkedIn, thesalesevangelist.com/LinkedIn. 3 appointments per week. That's what we'll teach you in our 6-week training program. Listen, I'm going to go apply some of this stuff. I hope you have a fantastic one, and I can't wait to hear about your success. I want you to raise the level of thinking and go out and do big things. See ya.